Y entonces, familia, ¿cómo nos encontramos en la noche de hoy, día, tarde, madrugada, mañana, alba? No sé en qué momento me estén observando, pero lo único que sé es que me alegra que estén acá nuevamente. Hoy continuando la historia de Senua, vamos a retomar, o bueno, vamos a encontrar los fragmentos de la espada Gram, la cual, según el mito que nos contaron, la forjó Odín para matar dioses. Entonces, para eso tenemos que completar unas tareas. Vamos a ver qué tareas son las que debemos completar.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Bueno, parece que no podemos entrar a nadar, pero bueno. Qué raro, yo recordaba que la espada se llamaba Gram, pero acá dijeron un nombre diferente. Mm, tal vez escuché mal o bueno, tal vez es una espada que formará otra espada. Hay que validar ese tema. Pero bueno, vamos a ver qué nos depara la historia. Yo siempre les recuerdo a ustedes, suscríbanse al canal de Safe Game, el único canal que se preocupa por, bueno, no digo que el único, pero sí espero poder transmitir esa sensación de que los juegos son un arte, un, más que un hobby para mí son como un estilo de vida, poder apreciar este arte, estas historias, estos paisajes, la música, poder apreciar todo lo que un videojuego nos puede ofrecer, analizarlo y compartirlo con todos ustedes. Espero que ustedes también sientan lo mismo y que por eso estén en este canal. Más que por otro motivo, más que por un motivo de monetizar o que incluso todavía no lo hago porque esto es algo que me gusta, pero pues en algún momento tal vez piensen hacerlo, pero antes de todo eso, quiero que ustedes disfruten tanto como yo disfruto los videojuegos. Para mí son algo muy importante en mi vida y por eso es algo que me gusta compartir con las demás personas. Recuerden siempre, live to play and play to live. Vivir para jugar y jugar para vivir. Suscríbanse al canal de Safe Game.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
La espada Tirfin. Bueno, vamos a mirar si después que entendimos mal y no era la espada Gram, sino la espada Tirfin. O tal vez es un fragmento de la espada Gram. Vamos a ver. Unos más nos devolvimos para ver, para ver esa runa. Siempre es bueno echar un vistazo a los alrededores antes de pronto continuar en un punto de guardado como lo era pues esa cabaña que estaba ahí. Siento que en cualquier momento se me va a acabar la pila del control. Creo que este video va a ser un poco corto por eso.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Careful, careful. Uy, bueno, coca.
Who's there?
Mm, no es de quién esté ahí, sino que está ahí. Ah, pero no se ve un carajo.
Lillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Mm, los caminos. ¿De frente o derecha? Más de frente.
I'll find him. What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
¿No puedo
Dillian's
prender
calling
ahí?
to you. Can you hear
Ah,
him?
sí.
Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you
Bueno,
lost him?
izquierda.
Going the wrong way. Are you lost and have you lost him? Where are you? Turn left. Turn right. Over this way. What was that? This way. Follow this way. Nothing. Where are we?
Hay por aquí nada. Solo una luz. Acá hay camino. Uy, pero si escucharon eso. Mm, ¿Ustedes han visto esa película de El
Herva
Grito?
disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were... Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them
No
have
sé si me
ghostly
voy,
flames
deja de
burning
contar la
over them.
historia.
She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Ok. Ahí no puedo prender. No.
Don't
touch
touch the walls. You don't know what they might do. Turn back. She has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
Creo que si vamos a la derecha. Oh, rayos. Uy,
Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You
este lugar está raro.
hear him. Have to find another way. There has to be another way.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Uy, ¿sí vieron? ¿Qué cambió esto? Siento que es un laberinto un poco curioso porque como que va cambiando.
The voice is getting louder.
Listen, Dillian. Listen. It's him. Listen.
It's getting louder.
There he is.
You're getting closer.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Siento que es para la izquierda, entonces vamos para la derecha.
He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
Está raro esto. Siento que el laberinto cambia. Si voy siempre a la derecha, pues debería andar en círculo, ¿no? Vamos para la izquierda a ver.
You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know where you are.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are
Listen
you?
for his voice.
Dillian. She can't hear it.
Creo que deberíamos ir siempre hacia la oscuridad. Porque pues
Looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
una pista. ¿Qué pista puede haber? Pues yo creería que siempre debe ser hacia algo oscuro porque lo que está iluminado es porque ya pasamos por ahí, ¿no? En teoría.
Light the torch.
Light it.
En la antorcha. Ya.
It will help you see. It's not him.
It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Pues creo que es como a la derecha. Debería poder prender esas de ahí.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening? It's not him.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
Like Dillian.
It sounds like something more dangerous.
Something is here.
Something evil. What's in there?
What's in there?
What is it?
A secret room.
There are bars.
How do you get in there?
How does she get in there?
Maybe you look.
There's no way in. Find a way.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
You're too close to stop.
What's in there?
Miércoles. El ambiente es bien tensionante. Siento que en cualquier momento va a salir, no sé, de la masacre de Texas. Debe ser hacia la derecha. Uy, esto se ve heavy. En cualquier momento nos van a matar. Uy, pues entremos ahí.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Pero si tú, pero el miedo de ese no es la muerte de Dillion, ¿no? Enfrentar la muerte de Dillion. Miércoles. Es una ilusión. Vean que no tiene el corte en la cara.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief and son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you.
Ya muy
The
piro
gods
el
can only
cucho.
fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
Uy. No, pero ya muy Jack Torrance. El resplandor.
Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Uy, 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 uy. ¿Ah? ¿Qué hicimos?
It's done. You did it, but there's more. Going. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
¿Ese era el reto? Bueno, no estuvo tan
Can we do another one?
desafiante.
She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
Esa runa ya la vimos. Vamos por esta parte de la... o este fragmento de la espada. Pero bueno, no conseguimos nada, ¿no? O sea, simplemente como que Senua enfrentó un trauma con su padre. Pero no obtuvimos nada físico.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy.
Pues estaba más creepy el otro.
Strange.
Este no está tan creepy.
Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks. There he is. There he is.
Silvia.
Go towards it. He's in the house. He's going in. He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's it gone? Keep going. How do you find it? It's just a trial. It's just another test. You just have to solve it and then you will find it.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
You could want most see him.
Ahí andando en caños. Uy, esa agua verde. Pero bueno,
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
¿ah? Arco. Ah. A lo ilusiones. Una que Valravan se llamaba ese.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the
El
house.
puente
Get to
está
the house and finish this job. It
está
doesn't
roto.
finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Bueno, y porque no me di cuenta que había otro camino por acá. Ah, pues sí, era a través del arco ese. Uy, un cuervo. Que se arregló. Ah, se quitó. ¿Cómo era? Esa vuelta. Ahí no hay nada. Nah. Valravan. Ah, vean, una runa.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Miércoles. No veamos la luna.
That's it. You did it. She didn't do it. It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle.
Ah, y esa X. Y aquí, ¿cuál sería el truco? O sea, porque pasé acá. Luego pasé acá. Ah, ok.
To climb the tower. The ladder. Quick.
Están las escaleras.
You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge.
¿Y dónde está la luna? No se ve la luna. Estamos bien entonces. ¿Deja que me tengo que caer? ¿Qué debo hacer acá? Muchachos, ni idea. ¿Será que...? No, creo que ya sé qué era lo que tocaba hacer. Creo que el puente se arregla con esta, esta puerta. ¿No? ¿No? Qué tan raro. ¿Mm? Ah, no. Ahí hay como unas escaleras. Tengo que arreglar este puente, pero ¿cómo lo arreglo? No recuerdo esa entrada ahí. ¿O sí? Miércoles. Me... No sé. No entiendo. No veo otra puerta por ahí como para saber. Es que hay que cambiar algo. Hay otra puerta. Se supone que esto debería arreglarse, pero ¿cómo lo arreglamos? Uy,
She did it. You fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. You succeeded.
wow, la verdad no pensé que fuera así. Pensé que tocaba bajar por que tocaba arreglar la otra torre de alguna manera. Curioso. Hay que tener presente entonces que cuando están como esas deformaciones en la realidad, por decirlo así, las podemos arreglar con la concentración, con el focus. Bueno, y Dillion. Uy, la de moscas. Ah, esto no me gustó. A la señal. Ah, vean, por acá hay un camino. Ah, no, pensé que era un camino secreto o algo.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus.
Dillion! They're coming for me!
Someone's calling you.
¿Quién viene? ¿Quién viene?
What's that? It's Dillion. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save you.
Parece que... Uy, gonorrea, ¿qué es eso?
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away.
Gonorrea.
Senua, move away. You'll
Uy,
die.
pero no veo un culo.
Run! It's not safe here. Run! Senua, run! Have your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? It is. Go towards it. Run. Find it. Focus.
Focus, focus.
Two more. Two more. Where are they, Senua? Where's Dillion? Where are you? Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn. Going. You'll burn. There it is. Move away. Don't let it look at quick. Where's Dillion? Where is he? This is taking too long. Can you hear him? You're lost.
What should I do?
Corre, corre, Senua.
Looks the same.
Ahí hay una señal. Ah. Ya por el otro lado. Rápido.
The light. Go towards it. Focus. One more to find. One more. One done, Senua.
Uy, gonorrea, corre.
Find the other symbol. You're lost. Let him look at you. Where is he?
Oh. Uy, lo logré.
You've got them. You have them. Where's the door? We have to find a way out.
¿Y la salida?
It's out. Run. Let it look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost.
Corre, 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 corre. ¡Puta! ¡Ah! Allá. ¿O no? ¿O sí? Oh. Uy.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours.
Estuvo,
This
estuvo
is
heavy.
the end. It's just a
La
trick.
partecita. Estuvo que estuvo.
Before you could
Me gustó, digamos que pues, no se sabía, bueno, qué hubiese pasado si nos hubiese alcanzado. Obviamente, pues creo que morimos, nos quemamos, nos queman. Parece que es como un trauma de escena, son traumas, ¿no? Con el padre, parece que con la comunidad donde vivió, pensaban que estaba maldita y como que la querían quemar. Creo que esta es la última tarea, parece.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué otro trauma tiene ahora Senua. Parece que la única persona que la amó fue... Uy, ¿qué es esa cosa tan curiosa?
face. What is it? What does it see?
Que por ahí no se puede subir. No.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, Senua? You want to see what the mask sees? No, she doesn't. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
Wow.
It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here.
¿Y si yo hago
Can
esto?
we stay? Let's stay here. I like it. It's safe here.
Ah.
It's light here. It's nice.
Wow. Es un... Tiene unas mecánicas bastante chéveres el juego. Ahí está reparado. Mm, unas mecánicas bastante chéveres.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Mm, interesante.
Dillion is in there. Don't forget. You can. You
Contra las runas.
Dillion. You need Dillion. Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She will.
Imagino que tiene que ver con ahora pasar del otro lado. Pero antes de eso quiero mirar una cosa. Corre, Senua. Encuentro la F. Uy. Uy, uy, uy. Bueno, entonces, ¿dónde puede estar esa F?
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through. Dillian. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong way. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. Dark. In a way that nobody
Mundo oscuro está Dillion.
The world
¿Dónde?
once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
¿Al muérdago? Esas historias están muy...
She was strong.
¿Están muy qué? Están muy... Espérate a ver que ya acá arriba.
What love feels like.
Ah, encontré la F. Está cerca, está cerca. Véanla, papá. La encontré.
Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
Quiero mirar qué hay allá arriba.
Go up.
Not in this world.
Not in this world. You can't. He cared in a way that nobody else did. Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
Pero entonces me toca... ¿cuál máscara? ¿Cuál máscara? Los puentes. O esta que está acá adentro. Si cojo esta que está acá adentro, la puerta está cerrada. Pero yo creo que me tocaría como esta.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
¿Esta es así? Sí. Me gusta más el mundo de la luz.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him. We do.
Se ve más caluroso, es que acá se ve que está haciendo mucho frío. Pues acá ya entré, bueno, ¿no era? Pero sí, ya la vi. Ah, sí.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both. There he is. Where are you taking me? He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way.
Espera, ¿y qué hay del otro lado?
Up there. Find the way. She can do this.
Ah, pero espera, porque
Really there. Shh. Find the way.
ahí había como otra runa. Sí, véanla, véanla.
You have no
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder.
most precious.
It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Entonces vamos por la parte de afuera. Tener una subida.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, rattled it. The curse cannot be undone.
Uy, no. No tiene nada.
Why didn't she listen to me? She thought she could defy me. Your curse has claimed Dillian. Poor Dillian. He didn't know he was kind.
¿Cómo hago para arreglar eso ahí?
Everything gets broken in the end. You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Arreglo esta vuelta.
He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you, and it tortures me.
Miremos a ver si entrando por la puerta del mundo luminoso.
Dillian's in the tower. He's there.
Ay, pero esta puerta no debería estar abierta.
Dillian saved her. You owe your life to Dillian. You owe everything to him. He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Mm,
He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him? Dillion undoes the curse. What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? You have blood in your hands. You are guilty. Was it worth it?
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves.
She destroys the things she loves.
No, pero no. ¿Y dónde está? ¿Qué? Ver esta cosa.
She thought that she knew best.
She thought she had light within her when she has only dark.
She is pure
Ah,
darkness.
¿qué no? Ah, ya entendí. Esta es como desconfigurada la imagen, ¿no? Dando vueltas ahí, uno como pendejo. Uy,
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead.
uy, se fue.
Does it deserve to be dead?
Bueno,
How does that make you feel?
vemos acá.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Strangling you just like it strangled him. You broke him. You killed him.
Years had passed since she left her father.
Within you.
She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
But the shadow of darkness never let her go,
This love
and she was caught
captured you
between two
and it
worlds.
tormented
That of Sinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
curse strangling you just like it strangled him.
Bueno, toca llegar allá. ¿De dónde carajos está esa M?
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what
Ah,
love
ya la
feels
vi.
like?
Look what happens to the things
Ya la
she
vi, ya la vi.
loves.
She destroys the things she loves. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms. saw who she really was.
Uy,
He saw the warrior within.
la runa. La runa.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says.
Do you remember the
Let
way
Hell
he stroked
keep
your
what she
hair?
has.
Do you remember
The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
Ok. Uy, allá está. Allá está la Z.
Do you remember what love feels like? Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Ah, pero está al
Do you
revés.
remember the way he
A verla por el otro lado. Está cerrado.
Dillian undoes the curse. What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? Your curse has claimed Dillian. Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind. Everything gets broken in the end. You killed him with your love because he believed in you. The curse, and now the darkness is swallowing you both. Dillian saved you. Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
O sea, como quien dice, Senua,
He
deje,
was the
deje de
only
joder.
one that didn't mind the curse. He loved her so much. What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere. But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense? What if they're a trick? The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the real world. The gods are good, but it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. Slow. Quicker. What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she is. They
¿Era
mean
por este?
nothing.
No, era por la otra.
Special. It's a waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time. The gods are just. What if the gods are laughing at her? Messing with her? It wouldn't hurt. Waste time.
Pero no se supone que era por el puente estaba en estaba bien, pero en la otra, el mundo de luz. Lilian no se apiró, que está tan lejos.
Dillian
Pucha.
much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful.
Uy, 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 uy. No, 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 no. No, no, no te caigas, no te caigas, no te caigas. Está tan difícil.
That's it. Quicker.
No, no nos vamos a caer, no nos vamos a caer, hijo de puta.
You're going to fall. Careful.
Ya llegamos, ya llegamos.
She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua.
Llegamos. Hijo de puta, eso es como un malo. Uy, gonorrea.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the Just come to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
Pero ese alien tenía severa parla.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
You think they want your body, they want your soul.
They want your mind and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
Nothing is yours anymore.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good.
Bueno, gente, por hoy voy a dejar el video hasta acá por lo que les había comentado que tengo el control descargado. Ya se me ha estado como desconectando. Entonces, pues nada, espero verlos en el próximo video. Este video fue cortico, pero pues en el próximo yo creo que ya tenemos la parte de este último fragmento de la espada, que es lo que estamos haciendo ahorita con el tema de las tareas. Y pues nada, hasta el momento me ha gustado bastante. Fue una parte de la segunda tarea. Fue un escenario bastante complejo, ¿no? En el cual se siente uno bastante acorralado en estar en ese laberinto. Mientras lo perseguían bueno, es como esa presencia. Lo quería quemar a uno, al igual que la primera tarea. En esa oscuridad, en ese laberinto oscuro. De resto, las otras tareas, la tercera tarea pues fue bastante sencilla, ¿no? Como ya lo que veníamos manejando en el tema de encontrar las runas, las letras. Esperar a ver esta tercera tarea también se ve interesante. Igual de todas maneras cada vez vamos descubriendo como partes de los traumas de Senua. Digamos que el primero pues fue el tema de la relación con el padre. La segunda al parecer fue pues como su relación en la comunidad. Donde primero el padre la consideraba que era la única persona que podía tratarla o mantenerla a salvo de ella misma por su psicosis. Y en la comunidad todos pensaban que ella era como un atractor de la mala suerte, ¿no? O sea, que por culpa de ella era que sucedían cosas malas en la comunidad. Ya el tercer como trauma de Senua pues fue la pérdida de Dillion. Lo que comentaban ahí con las historias de Baldur, que hay que aprender a dejar ir prácticamente. Entonces, pues nada, esperemos a ver qué nos depara la cuarta y creo que ya la última tarea en el próximo video. Entonces, pues no siendo más, recuerden, live to play and play to live. Vivir para jugar y jugar para vivir. Suscríbanse al canal de Safe Game y nos vemos en un próximo video. Hasta luego.